Hi everyone, today I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on a cool teaching and learning tool called Explain Everything. So I'm going to go ahead and type Explain Everything into my Google search, and it's the first link that comes up. And I'm going to sign in with Google. And since I already started my interactive whiteboards, I already have this one showing up, but it will, if you don't have any yet, it will ask you if you want a blank whiteboard or a template. So I just chose a blank whiteboard. And if I want to edit my whiteboard, I'm going to join with my microphone on just in case I want to use it. So this is what it would look like when you get there. And this toolbar on the left hand side is the main toolbar for adding your media. So first what I'm going to do is add an image from my computer. You can also use their own clip art if you want, but I'm going to add an image I already have. And this is the image editor, which lets you crop or rotate your image before you put it in. So to crop, just click the crop button and click and drag the area that you want to keep, like this. And when you're finished, click apply and then done. So once your image is in the whiteboard, you can move it around by just clicking and dragging. And you can resize it by using your touchpad if you're on a laptop, just with the two fingers expanding and shrinking. And so let's say I want it this big. You can also say I want a title on my whiteboard, add some text using this A button and then the text box button, and click and drag where you want it to go. And then you can type inside. And if you highlight your words, you can change the font size over on the left also, as well as the formatting. And what's cool about Explain Everything is that it has superscripts and subscripts, which most platforms don't have. So let's say this was a group project with 2 Nicoles, so this project is now by Nicole Squared. And you can also just click and drag text box if you want to move them as well, like this. You can also draw on your whiteboard by clicking either the pen or the highlighter and choose your color, and then just with your mouse draw on the whiteboard like that. If it doesn't turn out how you like it, just come down here to the undo arrow, it goes away. You can also, let's say I wanted to add something else, but I don't want to go through all the trouble of shrinking everything again. You can just go to the magnifying glass on the bottom right, unclick the ninja button, and zoom out with the minus sign. And it gives you an unlimited amount of workspace. You can just keep zooming out as much as you want forever and ever. So next, what's cool about this is you can record your voice. So you would do that by just clicking this red button at the bottom here. And it will record your voice and your interactions with the screen at the same time. So if I was, circling stuff with the pen while I was talking, it would record them both at the same time. And at the end of it, you can edit your recording as well. So on the top right toolbar over here, we have an invite button, which is useful for group projects. So as you can see here, it says projects work best with up to 8 people. So that's a lot of people you can have working on a project at once. And you can invite them with the link or just by searching their name here. And also on the top right, when your project is finished, you can click the share button and get a shareable link so that anyone with the link can view it. It will send the link to your email, and then you can forward the email to whoever you want. And so that's basically, how it works, but there are some other features over here like adding shapes and a laser pointer and things like that. But the main ways that this is useful in the classroom, in my opinion, would be if you're a teacher, it can be used for flipped classroom. So you can make interactive videos for your students to watch at home, and then they can come in and work on more problem solving type stuff with you present. You can also use it to have students create group projects. I would probably recommend using this for the older students, like high schoolers. And I think it would be, for example, a really creative way to share research from science experiments instead of just writing, the generic lab report every time. And for any subject, it's a good alternative to a poster, which just has a lot of unnecessary, cutting and gluing that just wastes students' time. And it's also a good alternative to Google Slides, which at this point I think is just overused. And by the time students get to high school, they'll just be kind of bored of Google Slides. And a third way I think it would be useful is maybe for jigsaw activities, which is where students break up into groups and learn part of the material and then present it to the rest of the class. So this might be a good way to do that.